Hello, my name is Martina McGowan. I'm the author of I Am the Rage, which came out in 2021, and I will be reading two of the poems from the book. There is too little time. There is too little time to teach our children that there is no after to this ubiquitous feeling that life is but a stream trailing from our bodies almost unseen. There is too little time to spoon feed our children, giving them false hope and hype, trying to convince ourselves that the world can be full of wonder and fair, but they are not free to hold it. There is too little time to teach our children to say "I" to all that life has to offer and to every passing whim, knowing it will not be offered to them freely. There is too little time to teach our children to fight to keep their spirits free, the often insignificance of a hope for tomorrow, managing the lives of apostles and apostates alike, the sweetness of oranges, the tiny moments that make life beautiful, the defiance built into their very DNA. There is too little time to allow our children to be children. And for our second poem, I'll be reading A New Song, A New Story. Orphaned by a nation that castigates us at every turn, looking to any individual act of violence as justification for condemnation of an entire race. How do we get to the middle ground, the golden mean, to find a way forward, to find a way out of this never-ending cycle of outright war and unfettered bloodshed, out of this spiral towards the death of all things good, forward to a way of peace, armistice, without swallowing the bitter pill of business as usual, which only brings us back to strife again and again. How do we turn down the violence of us versus them, them versus us, mortal enemies on this battlefield of life? What is the escape route from this labyrinth of animosity and remorse if no one will yield? Who holds the secret unction that can heal the scars of a crippled nation? How do we find the pathway to a new story, a new song, and stop the reiteration of the old, a story that has never furnished us with any real hope of a better tomorrow, and explodes or collapses on an extraordinarily regular and predictable path every time we play that old record? Who will hear a new story, a new narrative, a new anecdote about how we can live in actual and factual harmony and altruism before we destroy ourselves? Thank you for listening.